Hey there guys, my name is Marcus, and in this video I'm going to compare Google Analytics with Oribi. I'm going to first compare pricing plans, and then I will look on the features and how it feels to use Oribi with a video, and then how it feels to use Google Analytics. I'm someone that I was working a lot with Google Analytics for multiple companies, and how they can work with it, understand it. And in my eyes, Google Analytics is really complex, and the learning curve is a little bit higher comparing to Oribi. And this is what also Oribi is going to talk to you about. It. Oribi is really great as a simple version of what you can actually achieve. And let me just show you. So the biggest advantage of Oribi comparing to Google Analytics is that it's faster and you don't have to program a lot. But there is a huge disadvantage Oribi has comparing to Google Analytics, and for every single business owner, or like let's say that you are generating around 2-3K, Oribi is just like too expensive. When you would come here, let's say I have a business e-commerce shop, and you see here that optimize, growth, or scale. You see that the pricing is so damn huge and it's so expensive. So I don't even let's say Ahrefs. How much costs Ahrefs, which is like really great for keyword research? Tubebuddy or various softwares that you can use to support your business. It's much cheaper. Even email marketing services are just much cheaper. And like in my opinion, like listen to this, I would rather pay $150 for perfect course, or like 2-hour consultation with someone who understands really well Google Analytics and let them explain to me how should I use it, comparing to paying monthly the Oribi plans here. That's my perspective, and that's what I think that you should definitely do. And that's the best thing you can do. Just because let's say that I'm generating 3K a month in revenue, paying just €500 monthly, $500 for analytics. That's, yes, it's much simpler, but here's the question. Is it really hard for you to understand Google Analytics as it is? Yes, the funneling, etc. can be a little bit difficult to understand, I agree. But personally, I would definitely go just with Google Analytics. That's just my perspective as someone who was working with analytics a lot. So how it actually works, I also connected with my website. How it works is just like everything is simpler. Or also they got prepared programmers to help you with everything. And the graphs and everything are just like easier to understand. Also with Google Analytics, you need to set up with how it's called. You need to set it up with Google Tag Manager and others. But another thing, not everyone is using Oribi. So let's say that you are going to get someone to give you insight what you can do better. They are going to ask you, okay, show me Google Analytics. And they're like, okay, I don't really use Google Analytics, I use Oribi. And they're like, you're using what? So that's another thing. And what I would rather do is to pay $200, not only to someone to explain it for me how Google Analytics works. I would let someone else to set up everything for $200-300, whole website, whole Google Tag Manager, whole Google Analytics. Let them show you the most important thing in the Google Analytics, and you're good to go. This is just not effective. But yes, with your visitors, like this visitor journey is just perfect comparing to Google Analytics. I completely agree. Oribi is a great way how you can make more things effective, lean, easier to understand. But I can't agree that the product is really worth $500. That's what I would say. And I'm not paid by Google Analytics. I'm not paid by Oribi to say these things. I'm just giving you the truth as a business owner. And someone who was working a lot with analytics, mainly Google Analytics and Facebook ones too. Like, yes, okay, we have a visitor journey. What you can do here is when you would come here to audience, you can find the interest here. You can see the mobile device, and you can create the behavior. and see the behavior flow. But again, the learning curve is higher. In Oribi, it's just like not that higher. It's like more easier to understand. But as I mentioned, for $500, it's just not worth it. Let me down below, guys. What do you think about it? And what do you think about Oribi? And what do you think about Google Analytics? I want to hear your opinion. I'm curious. Switch from Google Analytics here. Yes, Google Analytics requires some work. I agree. I kindly disagree with this statement that Google Analytics was developed for experts. It's not true at all. I had people in my team, they understand really well Google Analytics and how it actually works, because if you're gonna set up the UTM and everything right, you can have like understand it really fast. Okay, with Google Analytics gets you limited access, yes, but you can work with it, and you can work with additional tools for it, for individual visitors' data. And it's going to cost you less than $500. Okay, with Oribi you can build any path you like, I agree, but still not worth it. So yeah, if you can have, guys, any questions, ask me down below in comments. To like summarize this whole, what I would do if I would be you, and let's say that you are not really great with numbers, you are not really great with analytics, even when you are, if Oribi would be like $50 a month, in that regard, I would say that go for it. Like literally, I would say that okay, $50 a month is a perfect price for a tool that is going to show you exactly the path of your visitors on your website. But 500, are you kidding? Like yearly free. Let's have an e-commerce shop here. And let's say that I want to start monthly. And you get even limited how many unique visitors you're gonna have in a month. It's like, god damn. I mean, I understand. I agree that it's fine, but it's great for agency. Let's say that I don't have a lot of expenses and I need to create some expense, and I'm going to work with a lot of companies and I want to help them scale them better. In that regard, having Oribi is good. But if you don't have a lot of money to spend, there are better ways how we can optimize things and do it better comparing to Oribi. So thank you very much, guys, for watching. Literally share down below in the comments what are your thoughts on both of these tools, which one you're gonna use or not gonna use. I'm really happy to hear your thoughts, and yeah, have a great day and goodbye. See ya.